the appearance and outward appearance of women is nice and all, but you also need to be looking for someone that's like they have a great personality. They can be super attractive on the outside, but if they don't have the inward light of Christ, then it doesn't really it detracts from their attractiveness.
Just kindness and being a good person and the light of Christ in that specific girl. And that's what I think among all the girls really stands out to me and really diversifies that girl from the rest.
Just that they're so open to just be there for people, and they're just willing to just go out of their way to make sure that someone's having a good day, or if they see someone that's just kind of looks down, they're like, hey, why don't we all go talk to them? Or they're just so, the light of Christ is just so apparent in them.
Is in how they, what I see is how they talk, how they dress, how they act around men in general, and how they can actually bring the Spirit in just on an activity, doing anything out as on a date.
I like how most of them, like how outgoing and loving and caring they are. Most of the girls our age are really, I don't know how to put it, but like motherly. Like it seems like most of them would be a good wife.
Just the way they carry themselves, and if they talk to everyone and are nice to everyone they come in contact with, then obviously they're being more Christ-like than the girls who just don't care.
Well, a girl in my ward, she has probably one of the best testimonies I've heard, and like in my life I've always known I was gonna go on a mission, but like I haven't, I never decided that I decided to go on a mission until she bore a testimony on going on a mission because her brother and sister went on a mission, and she said how much it helped her and how she wants her husband to be a future missionary and a return missionary, and that just kind of stuck with me, how she bore a testimony on what a mission can do for other people, not just yourself.
I think they have a lot of influence. I mean, if you get a good girl that has good standards, she probably will make you want to hold the priesthood and make you better yourself. But if you are going for a girl that doesn't have the same standards as you, she could lower you down and make you not worthy of the priesthood.
I would say that they have probably the most influence on me personally of being worthy and staying worthy. Because when you take girls on dates, when you're around girls, it's their spirit about them, their modesty, their everything about them. It makes you want to stay worthy for them, stay pure for them, respect them as much as they're respecting you in that sense.
Knowing that, I can be asked to perform my priesthood duty at any time, and just knowing that being a worthy priesthood holder sets a good example for everyone, and it also makes it so that knowing that I can be a priesthood holder makes it so that the young women can come and ask me for any help that I need, knowing that they can come to me for any reason really.
In life, you're just striving to find a wife, and when you can be able to be around a girl and not have to worry about how they talk, how they dress, they can make a big difference.
Superficially, someone that can put up with my sass, because you gotta be able to handle it. But when you think about it, that's gonna be the mother of your children. So you want qualities that you would want your own daughters to have, and virtue. But at the same time, you kind of want someone who's not gonna just stand by, someone that defends what they believe in.
In a future wife, I would like a good work ethic, so they know what they're doing in all things. They have the drive to do what they want to do and follow their dream.
Well, in my future wife, I feel like my grandma and my mom, those are the standards that I want in my wife, because I've seen how they deal with me me and my brothers, and how they never bring us down, but they always like try to bring us up. And I think I want my wife to be a good mother.
I want her to have high standards, just so that I can be worthy as well as herself, and I want us to be equally like involved in each other's lives. And
Spirituality. Just when you're around them, you can feel the spirit. It's just there. It's, there's times you can't feel the spirit with the people you're around, but if a young woman carries the spirit with her wherever she goes, that's just one of the most important qualities.
Just knowing that she's trying to be her best and doing the best she can to follow the Lord and to someday be temple worthy so that we can go to the temple and get married.
I do think every girl's beautiful. Every girl has the ability to have the spirit with them and have that light of Christ and that shining glow about them. Outward appearance may be different, is every girl beautiful, but everyone is going to have that special someone that's going to see the best in them. And I think as young men, it's our duty to be able to recognize that, to see that every girl is still a child of God and a daughter of God, and we need to treat her as such.
Yes, where like all girls have their own abilities and their own capabilities. They're all beautiful in their own way, and how like they act, their attitude. It's not all about looks necessarily, but all girls are beautiful because all daughters of God.
Beauty is more than just physical appearance. It's also from the inside. If they're honest and virtuous, and they love God with all their heart, and they're beautiful, and they are just beautiful, honestly.
It's not necessarily looks, but it's the way like they act towards you, how they respond to things. I think that's really attractive.
It's just like you have so much worth, like divine nature. I mean, you guys talk about that in young women's, but like we know that you have it. Like in young men's, we talk about the girls' divine nature. Like we don't talk about ourselves. So it's just, yeah. Remember, you have worth, just to your Father in heaven.
You're all special. You all have like the abilities and the capabilities. You just gotta follow your dreams, do what you want to do, and like don't let anybody judge you based on your standards and what you have for like what you want and your goals. Continue on them, and if you want like a return missionary, stay with that. Don't lower your standards just because one guy comes and you fall in love with him or whatever, but just keep your standards and don't let other people judge you.
Besides, the big thing about being temple worthy is another one is be yourself. Don't try being someone you're not. You grew up being a daughter of God. Don't second guess that. Be who you are, not someone else.
Like the way you are. The way the media portrays girls is stupid and terrifying, and the way you are is perfect, and you do not need to change anything about yourself. Just be true and be faithful and loving and a virtuous young woman, and you'll be perfect.
You guys are all beautiful, and I know for a fact that all of us dudes love y'all, and just stay worthy.
Because in this day of age, what used to be bad is now like accepted as good, and which with the church, like the commandments, they will never change. And so if you just know that the Lord is right and the Lord's way is the right way, then you won't have to worry about what the world thinks of you, just what a Heavenly Father thinks of you.
I look around at school and at seminary and everywhere that I go, and I see all these young women. They have great standards and just have that light, that glow about them, and it makes me want to be a better person. It makes me want to stay worthy and go on my mission and stay prepared to go enter the temple with my eternal companion. And I just keep doing the work you're doing.
It's what the Lord thinks of you, so if you're following the Lord and you're having good morals, then your plan will be set from there.
Not only help us, but help yourselves. Read your scriptures, study the gospel, go to the temple, prepare to get married and have an eternal family, because men are looking for worthy women too, not just women looking for worthy men.
You're gonna go through trials, and you need to get through them. You can, and Jesus knows that He knows what you're going through. He's been through it too, and whenever you'll get through it, and you'll just become better with whatever you go through. So.
The way the world is today, just trust in the Lord. Just listen to prophets, and if you need to seek the help of the priesthood, do, because it's there for you to ask for. Just don't be afraid to ask.
You're beautiful. I think we're all beautiful, and it's about. It truly is about what's on the inside. As stupid as that sounds, and I don't know. It's just the light of Christ is within all of us, and if we truly follow that, then I think we're all being a good example.